Hi, it's Johanna and welcome to my channel. It's been several months since I have uploaded and there have been several things going on. I'm definitely trying not to buy perfume and deciding whether that means ever anymore again or whether that means just something different. But so basically I don't have any extra money, so anything I would buy would be kind of like probably going to put myself in debt if anything comes up financially. So I am just sort of reorienting and deciding about how safe I feel on like social media and stuff. But I did want to come back on because I had some recent good news regarding my relationship with my mom, who I haven't talked about very much, if at all, on this channel, but she's a very diehard MAGA and has been since at least 2018. So we have had a lot of issues because she lives with me now. We've lived off and on together since 2012 when she retired. She's retired CNA in a nursing home. She worked there for I think 30 or 40 years. So I want to tell you what I decided to wear. I don't even wear a fragrance every day. Today I decided to pull out this fragrance. It's called Salvador Dali. It's by Salvador Dali, and it's called Sunrise and Catake Pour Homme, so for men. And I have had this for a while. I can't get rid of it because of the images that it conjures for me. And there's like this sandy quality to it. And then I also can't get rid of it because it's Salvador Dali. And for some reason, the fact that he's an artist and he actually was alive when this company started, I think he might have been from Catake or something. And I think that's the pronunciation, I'm not sure. So I don't even know if there's a pour femme for this one, but I decided to spray it. I don't spray it very often because it's not feminine. It's definitely unisex to masculine, and there's a spacey aspect to it. I also think one of the things that I like about it is that it has cardamom, and the top notes are cardamom, grapefruit, and nutmeg. Okay, I like the spicy things there, especially cardamom for some reason. Middle notes are cedar, wormwood, and geranium. And then the base notes, Haitian vetiver, amber, moss, and musk. This is not an ambery type fragrance. I mean, it's like a light amber, really. So it's not overpowering. It doesn't have a lot of obvious masculine notes, but it is towards the masculine. Let's see, do they have a Sunrise and Catake Pour Femme? I want to know. Because if there is, then why haven't I run across it or wanted it? There is. Oh my gosh. It's a pink and blue bottle. Balsamic is the top accord. This is from 2017. Oh my gosh. Different perfumer. This one is Vincent Rycord. The one for Pour Homme was a woman. Natalie, something with an H. So both Pour Homme and Pour Femme were released in 2017. And I was wrong. It was actually a man. Raphael Hari is the perfumer for the Pour Homme. And it is on Fragrantica is listed as a woody, spicy fragrance for men. And then the Pour Femme. I can't wait to tell you about it. Okay, so it's a 3.66 out of 5 with 433 votes. And the men's is 3.9 out of 5 with 113 votes. I want to say this. I probably should say this at the beginning. I should say this at the very beginning. I want to describe this fragrance and talk to you about it, but in a way to share it with you, not to, for fantasy reasons, not to encourage you to buy it, because out of all the fragrances I have, I do not like any of them as much as I should. So I think that having a bigger collection isn't really a good thing. If it's probably more of a detriment, to be honest. So that's why I want to change to a different type of content and I want to tell you about the movement I've seen in the last 24 hours with my mom. She's exactly 30 years older than me, and so she was born 3 months after Donald Trump. They're the same age. My mom is a baby boomer, and I'm a Gen X. So for the women's Sunrise and Catacay, the top notes are elemi, which is a resin, mandarin orange, pink pepper, and bergamot. Middle notes, immortelle, which is a flower that's kind of a little bit weedy smelling, heliotrope, which is creamy and kind of almond-like, jasmine, which is fresh and sharp sometimes or delicate, white floral, and iris, which can be like powdery and it can be a little bit leathery too. And then the base, Peru balsam, which is a balsam. It's sort of like a resin, but it's a little bit smoky and a little bit vanillic. Labdanum, patchouli, and musk. Cool. Well, now that I read it to you, it makes me want to pick one up. See, I'm not doing that. No fragrance is better than another. And the reason I don't get rid of this is because I want it to smell like sand. But, yeah, it's the sand aspect. It's the warm sand, the dry, warm sand, I think, of the Mediterranean. I did look up where Catacay is located, and I think it's Spain, because isn't that where Salvador Dali was from? Anyway, so moving on to my topic that I want to talk about today. Last evening, I made a video. I may or may not put it in here, but my mom told me, and at the time I didn't know what the date was, okay? But last evening she told me, today's the 16th of December, 2025. Last evening she told me, did I hear about the $2,000 Trump promised? It's supposed to come before Christmas. In fact, he said it's supposed to come by December 15th. And my mom had been asking me to help her log into her bank account to, like, sometimes she gets logged out and she can't figure it out. And sometimes it's not working or there's an update that needs to be done first before she can do it. So I was going to help her with that, and I asked her, did you... No, this is later. No, so she had been asking, hadn't asked me today. I had told her last night I'll do it. So then, this was last night then, it was prior night. Yeah, she said he promised it. And she saw plenty of videos of women, different women, also promising it. It will come in time for Christmas. And I said, Mom, okay, you said several women, so videos, right? She said, yeah. And I go, so did you see Trump saying it? She goes, oh yeah, lots of times. Video. And she said, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then, like, I went outside and I realized, I was like thinking, okay, yeah, at some point in the next few weeks, we'll see whether this happens or not, and we'll see whether she remembers that she said this. Oh, also, I grabbed my audio recording device and I said, I'm going to record this as historic. You've never said anything would turn you off. She said it, and she said, if it doesn't come, this 20,000 or 2,000 that he promised, I am never voting for him again. And she said it in a way which was like, I'm going to stop supporting him. And I go, like, in my back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, didn't you notice he ever did that before, lied? And I didn't say that. And I said, well, what is it this time? She said, because if he lies about this, what else is he lying about? She said with a serious look. She might have squinted her eyes too. And I was like, whoa. I'm just observing this because I don't want to get my hopes up. My mom and I have been really distant since 2018, and it's gotten worse to the point where during COVID or 2021, it was pretty bad. And I mean, it's been bad even a few months ago, to be honest with you. It's not like it's gotten better. But after tonight, so I figured after midnight, she's gonna, wake up this morning sometime or whatever and look and see if it came. And I saw today it didn't come. I checked separately. We haven't talked about it. Oh, just a little tangent here. You see this? This is a zigzag cactus. I looked it up. I got this a few years ago, put it in the kitchen window. It was doing really great, and I even potted it once to give it more space. Well, somehow the same kitchen window stopped providing enough light for it, and it got leggy to the point where it's losing its zigzags here and reaching. And then it's also getting yellow and withering here. So I'm looking at, I'm asking my Chat GPT to help me figure this out and decide whether or not it's worth saving, which I know Chat won't give up on this. So I'm pretty sure I looked at its long answer after I asked the question, and I think it was saying basically it needs more light. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, because my house, I'm pretty sure the windows filter out the light. Oh, I know what it is. We had a patio roof built over the kitchen window. That's what corresponds with it. It's not getting enough light because of that. Okay, I need to put it in a different window. All right. I think I just figured it out. Thanks, guys. I was gonna ask your help, but I'm pretty sure I just figured it out. I just need to put it in a different window that doesn't have a roof coming over to shade it.